We've had this Tesla Model Y, the new Model Y 2026 Juniper refresh for over 6 months. And so now it's going to be my 6-month review. How many miles have I driven with it? And I think it's over 6,000, almost 7,000 miles. But I'm going to answer 3 questions. Like, what do I actually think about the Tesla Model Y? What's going to be happening with ours? Would I buy another one? And give you my true thoughts on, is it actually a good deal, good value on it or not? Let's jump into it. But spoiler alert, I'm not driving this Tesla that much, at least not daily anymore. So it is completely filthy with dust and everything, but still looks pretty good actually. Like sometimes I see it in the backyard here and I think it looks great with the FlexiShield PPF wrap that's on top of it, plus like the Unplugged Performance wheels. But the reason why I've stopped driving this vehicle is because we've been driving the Cybertruck daily. I really want to see, because it has free supercharging, because it, you know, is a nice vehicle to drive daily, I wanted to really put it to the test, because my last one I didn't actually drive daily because it didn't have free supercharging. So it's been fun, to say the least, to be able to drive this every single day and commute with it and everything. We got this Tesla Model Y launch series. The launch series included like the full self-driving package, some like small different things within the interior, acceleration boost. That's kind of a cool, but I think I've really only triggered it like 1 time since I've owned the vehicle. And yeah, we bought it in like March or April, and so now it's like October already, and we've driven it a decent amount of miles, actually 6,883 miles over that time period. So I think this is a pretty good review of a 7,000 mile ownership history for 6 months, or good 6-month review of the Tesla Model Y. And the TLDR is, this vehicle is fantastic. If this is your first Tesla, this is probably the one that just makes the most sense for a lot of owners. And or if this is like your second Tesla and like you've had a Model 3, this one also makes a lot of sense for like the space, the comfortability, and notably the size of the vehicle as well. And so this is a really fun vehicle, especially when you stack it with full self-driving, which, as you notice, I haven't touched the steering wheel at all. Full self-driving really makes it a fantastic value if you have any sort of commute that's like over an hour or around an hour every single day, whether that's like round trip or even one way. It's perfectly worth it. But here's my review. The first thing is that the comfortability of this is leagues better. You've probably seen this in plenty of other videos. This Model Y, the suspension is fantastic. Now, and don't take that from me, I've talked to like plenty of owners that really talk about how this vehicle is so nice in terms of like the suspension. Now, of course, ours is on Unplugged Performance wheels, and it has a lift kit from Unplugged Performance as well that raises it like 1 inch to 1.5 inches, which also kind of makes it really cool because now it's like more SUV like. But you don't have to do all these different performance modifications to yours if you wanted to ride comfortably. Like straight out of the box, this car is phenomenal. I think Tesla did a fantastic job, and this car is really comfortable as a daily driver. But let's talk about who shouldn't buy this car. Really, I've always kind of said the same thing, that if you do not have a level 2 charger, a consistent level 2 charger at your home or at your work. Level 2 is like the stations like ChargePoint, Tesla wall connector, really something that can charge the vehicle like 20 to 30 miles an hour overnight. You should not buy a Tesla. If you have to rely on free supercharging stalls, unless there's like a free supercharging at your work as well, but even then you're not going to save any money by going to a Tesla vehicle. In fact, you'll probably spend about the same amount of money as if you were to own like a hybrid vehicle car. So it's really, I would say, people in that type of bucket, unless like you plan to buy a house in like a year or two, whichever, and you want to get this car purchase out of the way first, then yes, I could easily see that making sense here. But if you do not have a level 2 charger, please do not buy an electric vehicle or Tesla vehicle. You're just going to be wasting a lot of your time and effort, and maybe even not save any sort of money at all. And the other person that shouldn't buy this Tesla is if like you don't care for technology. Like the technology in Tesla vehicles is leagues better than the competition. So if you're someone that doesn't care necessarily about like, you know, the latest iPhone technology or like the software updates or whichever, and you don't care for any of that, then maybe this is not the best vehicle for you, because it could get a little bit complicated with some of the different UI menus and everything. Now, if you just want, like, if you're just like a basic iPhone user and you just want technology that works and you're going to be using it every day, then the Tesla vehicle, like you would be remiss to not try a Tesla vehicle and own a Tesla vehicle at that type of rate. But here's what I did want to show you guys, like in terms of the efficiency, because you know the Model Y is great in terms of like how efficient it actually is, but there are some numbers that you need to take a look at if you are going to be charging it or daily driving it. And if you have a Tesla, here's how you can actually look at it. It's actually in the trip menu, which is really cool, and this is where you can see like the total miles. I guess I reset it at one point. No, I didn't. That's the total trip of all the different mileages that this Tesla has ever driven, and you can see almost 7,000 miles we've driven at an average energy of 300 watt hours per mile. We've used like 2,000 kilowatts. So you can kind of do some of the quick math. Like if you take your home utility rate, like how much you pay per cents per kilowatt, that's how much over this period. It could basically say, let's say it's like 20 cents or 10 cents. You take that times 10 cents, and then that equals out how much I would have paid at a charger at your home or whichever. In California, it's like 20 to 30 cents plus. Some places are like 50 cents, 60 cents. And while we're here, let me show you some of my favorite accessories. I mean, definitely you have to get a set of all-weather floor mats, 3W all-weather floor mats. You can see I actually use them. Promo code Dennis35 down below in the description. Joa phone mount. This is crucial. I mean, I think I use this every single day. We also have a hidden storage console from Joa as well. Very useful, plus like center consoles. I mean, your Tesla's not going to be coming with this kind of stuff, so you need it for organization. Everything is linked down below in the description if you want to take a look at it. And what's also fun is what we've done to the exterior of the Tesla Model Y. It's also really cool to see like what has been released out there in terms of performance modifications and everything, but let me show you really quickly. So we've got the Unplugged Performance wheels right here, the UP05s in satin black with Yokohama Geolanders. It's also lifted a little bit, which might look a little bit weird, but in daily practice, this is actually perfect for me because it does actually make it feel like a true SUV, so that when I'm driving around, I don't have to worry about like curbs, like those parking curbs that come right up here. You can just run right over it, like sidewalks or whichever. And if you're wondering what color wrap this is Phantom Crimson by FlexiShield, wrapped by AIM Wrap, which is in the Los Angeles area. So if you're looking to get your Tesla Model Y wrapped as well, definitely hit him up. I'll paste his link down below in the description as well. And don't forget about the tints on top of that. The front windshield is tinted 70% ceramic 3M tint. The side two windows, like the driver and the passenger, those are 15%. The back windows, the rear passengers, is going to be 50%, so it actually matches. And then the rear window is too dark, but that's like a 15% as well. Actually, maybe even less than that. I think it's like 5%. It was tinted by OC Tint Solutions, so definitely recommended down below. They also have a dentist deal if you're interested in getting your Tesla Model Y tinted in Southern California. But all in all, this is a fantastic vehicle. I actually really enjoy that I've had a Tesla Model Y. And the question is, would I buy another one? Well, I guess we should talk about like what's happening with this one. I'm actually selling it. And the reason why is Model Y Performance. There's a new Tesla Model Y that's coming out, and even though I feel like sometimes the Model Y Performance is a little bit of overkill, I always like trying new things, and I feel like it's going to be cool to be able to try like the different wheels. And I had an older Tesla Model Y Performance, like a 2021 in the past, and so it's going to be cool to try the latest new one with all the different suspension, comfort, adaptive suspension, and everything. So this one is going to be going bye-bye as is with all the different modifications, and hopefully I get to take delivery of a Model Y Performance in December when it actually comes out. Well, let us know what your thoughts on your Tesla Model Y, what's your review, and what you love and hate about your Tesla Model Y as well.